Hey guys, welcome back to The Bright Side. Macy here, the Bright Side Girl, and today we're doing the Valentine's Day tag. This is not purely a book tag, so just keep that in mind, but it's mostly bookish themed. I did my shelves specifically all cute and Valentine's-y just for this video. But this tag was originally created, I believe, by Epic Reads. I first saw it when Margot Wood over at Epic Reads did this tag, and I thought it would be perfect for today, obviously. So question number one is, who was your first book crush? Now, I don't think I ever read like anything with much romantic situations happening at all, like even like any middle grade books or anything like that that had romance in them, or anything that I like connected with as like a kid or even a young adult. I didn't read books like that. The only thing I could think of would maybe be Gilbert from Anne of Green Gables, but I don't really remember having like strong feelings towards him one way or the other. I had a lot of movie crushes, but maybe not as many book crushes. For this one, I'm actually picking Twilight, and my first book crush was Edward. Like it was for a lot of people, except I was like 24 when I read this because I just didn't read young adult books honestly when I was a young adult. I don't know if I was really honestly reading that much in the high school years as I was compared to like childhood and middle grade, but I read more in my 20s. And so Edward was my first book crush that I can remember reading and being like, swoon, even though it's so silly now and he's definitely not even on the list anymore. But this book got me into reading YA again. It was just such a fun time for me. I will link down below in the description. I have a whole story time on the Twilight series where I just talk about Twilight and my reading experience with it. So for my answer, Edward. Question number two, what book would you want as your Valentine? And for that one, I'm gonna pick To All the Boys I Loved Before by Jenny Han. I read this almost 2 years ago, which makes me sad. It is time for a reread. I love this story so much. It's a trilogy that is just contemporary romance at its finest. I almost didn't read this series, and I'm so glad that I did because it is just one that gives me all the warm and fuzzy, romantic, sweet, adorable feelings. And the Netflix movie is awesome, and I can't wait for the second one. It's gonna be so good. Question number three is not a bookish question. Would you rather have candy hearts or chocolate? Obviously chocolate. Like, who is saying candy hearts? They're fun for decor and I use them for decor all the time, but who doesn't love chocolate? Question number four, what book would you give your Valentine? For that one, I'm gonna pick Armada by Ernest Cline because I want Jeff to start reading Ernest Cline, and I think this is the best place to start because it's not quite as good as Ready Player One, but it's still amazing. But I feel like people get so hyped after reading Ready Player One that they feel like this was a letdown. But I started with this one and I absolutely love it. It's got video games and spaceships and aliens and 80s nostalgia, and I love it so much. So that's what I would give him. Question number five, what is your favorite romantic comedy? Ooh, I don't know. I love way too many romantic comedies. I think I'll go with You've Got Mail for this one because I have so many fond memories of not only watching the movie, but I did a scene from it for my acting class with a guy that I had a crush on, and it's one of my favorites, and it's one that I watch over and over and over again. Plus it's technically about bookstores, so. Question number six, what is the best Valentine's Day gift you have ever received? Hands down, my engagement ring, which I'll post a little picture of right here. My husband proposed to me on Valentine's Day because he is a giant cheese ball, and honestly I didn't think he would propose on Valentine's Day, so he kind of used that as a surprise technique because I kind of knew it was coming. So it was really adorable. We just were in our house and he just sprung it on me. We were like watching my mom's dogs, and they had a new puppy, and they were like licking my feet while he was proposing to me, and it was so cute. Question number seven, what is your favorite thing about Valentine's Day? Now I know a lot of people that don't like Valentine's Day because if you're in a relationship, you feel pressured to do all of these things, or if you're not in a relationship, you feel super lonely. But honestly, it is my mom's favorite holiday, and she kind of brought me up right. I have always used Valentine's Day as like a girl holiday because let's face it, it's all candy and hearts and like cheesy girliness. And so I always used to do things with my girlfriends when I was single, and so I never hated Valentine's Day because we did so many fun things. We would go to movies, we would do crafts, and we would watch things at home, and we would cook together, and we would make Valentine's cards for each other, buy each other flowers, and do all of the girliest, cheesiest things you can do, watch all the romantic comedies ladies. So I always loved Valentine's Day because of that. I actually was kind of bummed when I got into a relationship and had to spend Valentine's Day with a boy. I love the red and the pink and all the fun heart-themed foods that come out, so I really enjoy Valentine's Day, and I've enjoyed it being single and being in a relationship. Okay, you guys, that is it for the Valentine's Day tag. I'm not going to tag anybody since it is Valentine's Day, but if you want to do this video after Valentine's Day, feel free to go ahead. You can spread the romance all year long. I had a lot of fun doing this video. Like I said, I'll link the original video down below in the description, as well as my other tag videos. I post videos every Monday, Wednesday, and sometimes on the weekends. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time on The Bright Side. Happy Valentine's Day!